Have you ever noticed a strange, painless lump under your skin and wondered, is this something serious or just another harmless bump? What if I told you that ignoring these small signs could lead to pain, infection, or even surgery down the line? Today, we're diving deep into the world of sebaceous cysts, those mysterious lumps that can appear out of nowhere. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot the early symptoms, what to do next, and how to protect yourself from complications most people never see coming. Why you should care. Sebaceous cysts are incredibly common, but most people don't even realize they have one until it's too late. These cysts can pop up on your scalp, face, neck, back, or even your private areas. They're usually harmless, but if you miss the early warning signs, they can become infected, painful, and even require surgical removal. So if you want to avoid unnecessary pain and medical bills, stick with me as we break down the early symptoms of sebaceous cysts and how you can catch them before they become a problem. What is a sebaceous cyst? First, let's clear up what a sebaceous cyst actually is. Imagine a tiny balloon just under your skin, filled with a thick, oily substance called sebum. This balloon forms when a hair follicle or oil gland gets blocked. Instead of draining out, the oil gets trapped, and a cyst slowly grows. Most of the time, you won't even notice it until it starts to get bigger, redder, or more uncomfortable. The silent growth. Here's the scary part. Sebaceous cysts can grow silently for months, even years, without causing any pain. By the time you feel discomfort, the cyst might already be infected or inflamed. That's why early detection is so important. So what should you look for? Symptom 1, the painless lump. The very first sign is usually a small, round lump just beneath the skin. It's often painless, soft, and moves slightly when you press it. Most people ignore it, thinking it's just a pimple or a harmless bump. But this is your body's first warning sign. If you notice a lump that doesn't go away after a few weeks, pay attention. It could be the start of a sebaceous cyst. Symptom, the cheesy smell. Here's a symptom most people don't talk about, the smell. If you gently squeeze the lump, which you shouldn't do, you might notice a foul, cheesy odor. That's the trapped sebum inside the cyst. If you ever notice this smell, it's a big red flag that you're dealing with a sebaceous cyst, not just a regular pimple. Symptom 3, skin changes. Watch for changes in the skin over the lump. Is it becoming redder, shinier, or stretched? Sometimes you'll see a tiny blackhead or opening in the center. This is where the cyst could eventually drain. If the skin starts to look irritated or inflamed, your cyst might be getting ready to cause trouble. Symptom 4, slow growth. Sebaceous cysts usually grow slowly. If you notice a lump that's getting bigger over weeks or months, don't ignore it. Rapid growth can be a sign of infection or, in rare cases, something more serious. Keep track of the size and any changes you notice. Symptom 5, tenderness or pain. A healthy sebaceous cyst is usually painless. But if it starts to hurt, feel warm, or becomes tender to the touch, it could be infected. This is when things can get dangerous. An infected cyst can swell, fill with pus, and even burst, leading to more pain and a risk of scarring. Strong hook the infection danger. Here's what most people get wrong. They wait until the cyst is painful before seeing a doctor. By then, it's often too late for simple treatment. Infected cysts can require antibiotics, drainage, or even surgery. That's why catching the early painless stage is so important. Symptom 6, location matters. Pay attention to where the lump appears. Sebaceous cysts are most common on the scalp, face, neck, back, and genitals. If you find a lump in these areas, especially if it matches the other symptoms, it's time to take action. What not to do. Whatever you do, don't try to pop or squeeze the cyst yourself. This can push bacteria deeper into the skin, causing infection and making things much worse. It can also lead to scarring or even permanent damage. When to see a doctor. So, when should you see a doctor? If the lump is growing, changing color, becoming painful, or showing signs of infection, like redness, warmth, or pus, don't wait. Early treatment can prevent complications and save you from a lot of pain. Prevention tips. While you can't always prevent sebaceous cysts, keeping your skin clean and avoiding harsh chemicals can help. If you're prone to cysts, Regular gentle exfoliation and not picking at your skin can reduce your risk. A quick story. A friend of mine ignored a small, painless lump on his back for months. One day it turned red and started to hurt. Within a week it was the size of a golf ball and had to be surgically removed. He still has a scar to this day, all because he missed the early signs. Don't let that be you. The early warning checklist. Let's recap the early warning signs. A small, painless, movable lump under the skin of foul. Cheesy smell if squeezed skin changes like redness or a visible opening, slow. Steady growth, tenderness, or pain, especially if new. Common locations. Scalp. Face, neck, back, genitals. If you notice any of these, don't ignore them. Early action is the key to avoiding pain, infection, and surgery. Take control of your health. Sebaceous cysts might seem harmless, but ignoring the early symptoms can lead to big problems. Now that you know what to look for, you have the power to catch them early and protect your health. If you found this information helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, when it comes to your health, it's always better to be safe than sorry. If you have any questions or want to share your own experience, drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more health tips that could save you from unnecessary pain. Stay healthy, stay aware, and always listen to what your body is telling you.